Hey folks, I'm CPC Gamer, and welcome to the stream! I see a lot of fun conversations going on in chat there. Also, I didn't say as much vocally at the time, but thank you very much, Criddle, for renewing a subscription. I find it hard to believe it has been 5 months at this point. That's like several days. Hope everyone's doing alright. It is indeed a Monday. It was... So my yesterday was predominantly... I did a shift at work, and then it was the work's Christmas party after that. And you'll notice that it's not Christmas, and it wasn't much of a party, so work. Yesterday was work. 10-10. Let's go! And I have a little bit more to talk about with that, but oh, frickin' Perkle Woodland, thank you also for renewing a subscription. It's that time of the month, at least for the subs. I do enjoy it, so I got a little bit more to talk about with work. But I'm going to go over here to the game. Check it out. Hi, it's me. So we've made it to the Tachibana house, and we currently have no camera. That is not promising. And we're also being chased by Sae. So that's not good. Oh frick, thank you also for a gifted subscription. And here comes the hype train. I wonder what emotes I will get. I wonder what emotes you will get. I hope you have fun with those. Is Sae following me? I'm not going to check. I'm just going to keep going. Because this feels like a bad idea to hang around in this grainy corridor. There we go. We're back. Everything is fine. We're also back in our regular outfits because I don't want to catch any of that heat from Mr. Empirical Woodland over there yelling at me for indulging in fashion. Although he does make a fairly solid point. The low-cut side, show off the bra, that's a cool fashion. Not so much in the horror games. Ooh, a thing. I'm gonna get these things. Thank you for 100 bits. The rotat kind. I like those. I found Itsuki's little sister Chitose hiding in a corridor. Itsuki had told me that she was very shy and would hide in a cupboard whenever a stranger came to visit the house. Today, however, was different. It seemed she had something to tell me, but she lost her nerve and ran away before doing so. I think Itsuki may have asked her to give me a message. I thought that was a ghost. Look at it, just looming into view. I thought that was Ghost. So one of the main things that we did at the party was, one of my favorite things, I would say, was I sat beside one of my Indian co-workers, and she mentioned that she had never done, which is the map button, I always forget this. That one? That one. She commented that she's never done Christmas before, and this is her first one. And would it be okay if she asked me to explain some things, and I'm over here like, girl, yes. Have you met me? I love explaining things. I'm all about that. And even the bits that don't make a lot of sense, I explained. She's like, so what is this thing? It's a Christmas cracker. And what do we do with it? Well, we pull it. Why is there a hat inside of it? I don't know why there's a hat inside of it. There just sort of is.
Where are the twins? Where are they hiding? Open up.
Oh, that's the voice of a man at a wall right there. Anyways, this is not a place where we want to be. Or is it? That door is appearing blue on the map. Can I just go? I'm sure they won't just let me go. Nope, too scared to use the door. Okay, bye. Running away. And the main the main thing that I liked about explaining things to my coworker was that she commented how English festival food is very boring to look at. Everything is grey, everything is brown. Where are all the colors? And I'm looking at the plate because I had the roast turkey, which was grey, and the parsnips, which are grey, and the sprouts were also boiled down so hard they had become grey. Just a ridiculous meal is what it was. Especially when you look at some of the festival food she had showed off to the group, which is like, here's curries, which are like reds and yellows, and here are sweets, and all of these things. Actually, it was kind of cute. She took home all of the little cracker toys, because the ones that we got had little wooden, like wooden cutouts in them of Christmassy stuff, and you could turn them into decorations if you wanted, like for the tree. And she took all of them home with her. Oh, that's pretty clever, actually. Because I seem to recall previously that that door was not initially marked off. And I seem to recall I had a lot of trouble finding that door and then going, oh yeah, it's this bit. With the room layout, that doesn't make a great deal of sense.
Open the door, Mio. Let me in. Mayu? Open it, Mio.
No, I don't think I will. I'm pretty sure that's like, instant game over if you open that door. I know it's an instant game over if Saya catches you, so that's what that is. Oh, frick! I got a hype train emote. It's the Squirtle. That's not a Squirtle. Definitely not a Squirtle.
Why did you leave me that time?
But thank you very much, team. We all sort of banded together, got ourselves a hype train. It's pretty great. Oh yeah, this is the bit where you just have to sort of run across the room, slam the key in the lock, and do this immediately. I'm so glad the ghost waited for us to do that. Yeah, that guy, that little green lad that's showing up in chat, I got access to that one. So thank you very much. You guys are amazing. I always appreciate that people are here to, like, watch me do this, because I'm just sitting here playing video. That Hype Cat is a pretty cool emote. I've got the Sleepy Cat. I like that one. Why is that alert still on the screen? What was showing as hostile? Oh, wait a second. I don't think I can do that, but yeah, can I? I am reading ahead in the script, because what I need to do is to look at this and go, oh yeah, I need to find another doll with strings attached. And then I go over here and collect it. The Zarkrai! Hello! Good to have you.
You're here.
I hope you're doing well, despite it being Mondays. Yeah, there you go. Now we can collect this guy. Or get attacked! That's the one. Too many menu buttons in this game. This is something that doesn't go away, incidentally. I think 3 and 5 both do that, where there is a pause button, a
Why didn't you come that time?
map button,
For so long.
and an inventory button. And they are all the same function. Don't mind me. I feel like some music should be playing. Should some music be playing? I don't know. It doesn't feel quite as threatening as it did before. Also, this is the same kind of puzzle as we have seen before. It is also the same solution as the one on the PS2 and Xbox. Just
Stay here with
just
me.
rotate 3 one way, 3 the other, and then run away from Saya, who will not follow you outside. For some reason.
I can't help Mayu without that camera.
Okay, so this is something I've been thinking about in the between stream times. It has been mentioned that people being purified for this ceremony, they can use this pathway to cross between the two houses. And I wonder why. Because surely this counts as being outside. Like, this is outside. I get that you're able to take the underground passageway. But the above ground one? I don't know. We did ask when we're going to play Mario Kart. And the answer is... I don't know. Some point this week. How's the weekend looking for people? I remember how to get to the underground passageway. We have to go this way. And then back through that spooky doll room. And we have to move like a tank. I believe it is this room. It is! And they did the same thing in the original version as well. Just throw a ghost in front of you that you cannot beat. So you duck inside here. What was that? Oh, that's the doll ghost. I am not dealing with you right now. That's... Do you see the minimap? Do you see how the minimap just made me lose Circle Game? I'm so angry! I've only just noticed that. Anyway, give me this camera.
I have to go back to that mansion. Mayu's there.
Also, yeah, Zakra, I am with you. Having to study over, like, the festive period, not a good time. Don't like it. I'm glad that this will hopefully soon be over. And it will soon be over, because you know what? You're smart. And you know what you're doing. And not like when I say that about myself, and I'm mostly just covering for being dumb. I actually... Hang on. There you go. I actually believe that you are. Also, yeah, get down for working Christmases. That's the hypest part. Right, how do I get through this? I get through this by doing that. There we go. And I'm going to save after that little excursion so that I don't have to run away from Sae anymore. At least not right now. That might come later. I'm glad that you don't have to do as much studying. Studying is one of my least favorite things because I am just not good at it. Like, generally speaking, I learn by doing stuff. So you can tell me how to do something 100 times if you like. But the easiest way to actually do it is for me to do it a couple times, and then it will just be in my head and I will know what to do. And, as we have seen on stream, I get frustrated if I'm not just immediately good at something, so there's that. I'm not keen on that. Oh, hey, can I go out the front door now and, like, fight those ghost lads? Oh, hello. Hello. I saw that. Did you see that? There was something in that well. Wasn't there? Well, I guess I'm going mad because I would swear I saw hands reaching out of that well. And I'm like, yes. Well. That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah, get out of here, bad touch ghost. Oh yeah, no. Without naming names or like going into the specifics, I've heard stories about this teacher from Criddle, and like, I don't know. Well, Bella, thank you very much for checking in. Always good to see you. But also, enjoy studying as best you can. Thank you for the lurk. I received a letter from Mr. Makabe. It requested that I leave Minakami Village and return home. The letter was delivered by Yae and Sae, and I was able to talk to them for the first time. They told me that the next festival will be starting soon. It would appear that only local people are... It's a local festival for local people. It would appear that only local people are allowed to be in the village when the festival is taking place, and that I have to leave. Mr. Makabe would appear to have been granted special dispensation to observe the proceedings. Before they left, I whispered into Yae's ear that I would come and meet them on the day of the festival, just as Itsuki had asked in his letter. Yae's eyes lit up, but she acted like she hadn't heard anything and headed home. I think they're planning to run away on the day of the festival. If Itsuki is going to help them, he must still be somewhere in this village. Huh. I genuinely didn't know that the Zero Lens was just hanging out, and you could just go collect it. Normally you have to unlock that by getting really good, like, capture rating. Did I see the radar light up over here? Maybe? I don't think I did. Anyway, let's keep going. Or not. So I mentioned in some of my, in like the Discord alerts, this is where the game kind of starts to deviate from the original game a lot more than it has done previously. Seriously, is there nothing down there? Well, guess I missed it. And I think that radar is going to be the other locked door in this corridor. Like, as I go over here, that's clever. That's effectively shining a big light on it, which is how you tell the players where to go. I learned that from Half-Life 2. Ghost butterflies are generally a good sign in this game because they kind of indicate where you go. Oh, Elana Ray, hello. Welcome to the stream. Good to see ya. Today, Itsuki gave me his room key. He told me not to let anyone into his room unless they were his friends. I'm so happy Itsuki has given me such an important job. Itsuki's friend came to our house. I got scared and hid in my room. I didn't give Itsuki's key to his friend. How am I doing? I'm doing okay. Today's shift was kinda okay. Oh, hi! This is a... You're gonna go away, right? Yes, you are. I get the impression that on the harder difficulties, those ghosts become actual encounters. And so you have to do the risk-reward of, do I want to pick up this item versus do I maybe just want to get shanked? Also, this guy was up here in the original. Look at the differences! The props move around. Also, this had a hidden ghost. Like, there was a dev ghost attached to that mummy in the original. And now we know. I'm trying to remember if butterflies did appear in Hollow Knight. Probably. Most things appeared in Hollow Knight. I'm thinking of the wrong game. Was I thinking of Shovel Knight? Maybe. I might have been, actually. But yeah, I'm fairly sure butterflies and moths are all over the place in Hollow Knight, aren't they? They have to be. This is one of those impenetrable curtains. Can't go up there. This area looks exactly like an area in the first game. Like the bit where you see the head bouncing up the stairs. But that would imply that you are able to travel through the first and second games, which would require some kind of hypothetical third game to do that. Also, yeah, butterflies and moths are not the same. I learned that in school. That was one of the books. One of the first books I remember reading, actually. It was called Butterflies and Moths, and my teacher gave it to me, going, you might like this. And then I went on to read the one about ghosts, and it kinda terrified me. So there you go.
Mayu?
Can we hear the Wii remote just go nuts in my hand? Because it does not like this scene. You can hear it? Amazing. I mentioned in a previous stream I'm worried about like the clicking from the headset, but nobody mentioned that. But here it's like, oh yeah, that suspect sound from your Wii remote.
It is our turn.
I don't know if I mentioned, I'm weirdly sensitive to noise, especially like just little incidental noises. I probably shouldn't be,
Don't worry, Mayu.
but I definitely am.
Coming.
Is that the same picture that I had before? Yeah, that's the same picture that I had before. Cool. I'm just gonna heal and leave you over there talking about something. Everything will be fine. Maybe we don't go that way. Oh goodness. Criddle, hello. How are the acoustics in here? Do I sound good? Am I echoey? Can you hear me over the spray? Do I need to raise my voice? Oh, now this is something we saw previously. Where we're stuck in this room now. We can't get out. And the options are either to, I think it's wait a minute, 30 seconds to a minute, and the door will open. Or, if we just look through the camera, this has not ended well for whomsoever was in this room. Also, this is what had confused me earlier. This was in Japanese in the last version of the game. It said "tasukite," help, and now it just says "help me" in English. Whereas previously, we found Japanese writing on the wall, which our characters interpreted to English for us, which was kind of nice of them. Now, I know that we have to play hide and seek about now, but I specifically forget how we start that off. That camera does not like looking around this room. Can I just go do that? No, I don't think I can. We probably have to raise that event flag. So let's go see about doing that. Also, Zachary, you make a good point. You should probably help the mysterious voice. That is literally the one thing it is asking for us to do. So, hey, that's on us. That's the door that's locked. Can't go through that way. So... where find ghost? I feel like confirming or denying that statement, Empirical Woodland, could lead to disaster for everyone involved. So, I'm going to refuse to do that. See, we've reached the part of the game that I am not quite as familiar with, so I know what-ish I'm doing, just not fully. And we can't go down there, and then I believe down here is or was Broken Neck, so we don't go that way. And yeah, you should always listen to the voices that tell you to eat cheese, because cheese is good. Cheese is really good. Don't listen to the voice that tells you to grab people reaching for items in horror games. That was terrible. Oh, here it is. I think it's when we get one of these is when our friend shows up. The day after the festival, Itsuki came back on his own. His hair used to be black, but now it's white. When is Mutsuki coming back? Itsuki hasn't spoken to me much since Mutsuki went away. He's still nice to me, but his face looks really sad all the time. What happened to him at the festival? Itsuki gave me some little bells. It's because my eyes are bad, and I keep going to dangerous places. Itsuki said that if I rang the bells, he would come and help me. He said he would come to me even if I was hiding or crying. Says Chitose. You are getting really eager, Mr. Hands. We don't like that. Pretty sure that is a banned phrase on YouTube. Let's see how I do getting that past the algorithm. Hey, look at that. There's a pinned message in chat about eating cheese. I'm not saying it again. You get out of here. We'll find that out later. I need to go and Go and find this ghost. Because, like, we have all of the parts to summon her. Surely we know that we're listening for bells and crying. We just need to mooch around and find such things. Anyway, let's save the game. I can cheat. What was the context for me deciding I should cheat? I don't remember. Context is lost on a lot of these, and it's fine. Pound Cake, thank you very much for subscribing. At 5 months. It's like you've been here this whole time. Thank you also for the lurk. Enjoy work, or whatever it is we are currently doing. I know there's nothing over here, I've just been in here. It's fine. See? It's fine. Zarkrai has redeemed a deluxe nothing. That's... yeah, see? The best nothing you've ever purchased. That is what you get when you come to CPC Gamer Streams. You get... oh, that was right. There's a Mirror Stone over there that I cannot collect. That's right. What if I just try and leave? Is that the front door? This way is the front door. Yes, relationships is definitely a thing that I have. Don't you worry. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. Maybe we need to take out these lads, and then Chitose will start showing up. That's what I'm thinking and hoping. Oh, don't mind me just backing up through you guys. That's fine. This is fine. Are we just gonna start comboing quotes into one another now? I'm relatively certain that is not a new thing. I have to have had that because I've played this game enough that I've unlocked like a fair amount of the stuff. I'm sure I would have gotten that camera pod before. Yeah, that right. Cooking is big ingredient trying to get you to buy more because you always have a little bit of butter left over, so you have to buy some more. And then you got some sugar left over, so you have to buy some more. And then what do? You just keep buying it. It's a good job I love cooking. Otherwise, I'd feel quite cheated. Wait a second. Wait a second. I think I've missed something incredibly simple, and if this is what it is, I'm going to, I don't know, continue playing a game. Yep, there it is. I just had to try to open the door, and that will raise the event flag that makes the key appear for it. Yeah, and then this is the bit where she's under the floorboards. You see, I remember bits of things relating to this game. Have you seen the movie The Grudge? I feel that is a reference to that movie. So I don't know how this fight changes compared to the original. I'm relatively confident it's the same basic mechanics where eventually she'll make everything go dark and just lunge at you from the shadows. Or just run out of bounds. That's fine. Criddle, welcome back. Good to have you back. Welcome to Competent Gamers' incredibly cool adventures with event flags. I know what I'm doing. Clearly. It's dark outside, and it's dark in here. Everybody left my house, but it's full? Help me, Itsuki. I'm scared. I'm not getting out of this cupboard. Help me, says Chitose. And now we head downstairs to the main entrance, and that's where that is, and we are back on track for me knowing what I'm doing. Asterisk, maybe not. Did we get it? Oh, we did. Amazing. I'm usually so bad at catching those, because, like, with controller, dead simple. You push the button and you aim. As soon as you go into camera mode, it takes account of, like, the position of the Wii remote. And it's almost always aimed down, because I'm very relaxed as I play, and it just sort of goes, Ugh. They came and took Itsuki away. It's all Yae's fault. Why did they take Itsuki? You didn't do anything wrong. It's all her fault. It's all because she ran away. Okay, so a couple of the guys came in still a little bit tired and emotional, we shall say, after the party yesterday. And one of them went upstairs, made a couple of cups of coffee. And then, oh hey. Look at that. That's writing. It says Oni-chan. She's calling out for her brother. Oh, that's right. Cupboard in the hallway. I remember. Not that one. The other one. And, yeah. So your guy goes, makes a cup of coffee, and then I don't know if anybody is familiar with two soups and that whole routine. But he essentially did that with the coffee all the way through the store. There was just a trail of it as he walked back downstairs to the back room, and just... Cleaners were not his friend. I need to recalibrate the camera. Hang on, hang on. There we go. Right. Yes, hello. Where? There you are. I know, it sounds kind of awful, but I kind of like the design for the attack pattern of this ghost. Where she is... Where apparently she's just got a sheet draped over her head. That's like a classic Western ghost. No, I like the design where she is... A powerful force is blocking my path. I say it's great quite a lot. I say lots of things a lot. What was I talking about? Yes, I like her design as essentially completely overcome with grief and generally unable to attack. This is something we will see in one of my favorite ghosts in Fatal Frame 5, actually. I believe she is identified as Red Umbrella. She has a name. I forget what it is off the top of my head. Why can't I leave? Surely this is the next step. Unless there's a diary entry. That's what got us last time. When it said, hey, I'm not coming out unless you do the thing. I sure hope I haven't glitched the game, because that would make me feel very, very sad. Oh, hey! Those are some cute shoes. Anyway, very well remembered, anyone who did. Ah ha ha ha! That's how we do that. But yeah, there is a ghost in Fatal Frame 5, completely overcome with grief, who just doesn't attack at all. She's flagged as hostile, as opposed to, you know, ghosts like that one, which appear and leave. Totally flagged as hostile, but doesn't do anything. And when you learn her story, you're like, oh, that's horrible. But you have to deal with it anyway. Oh. That right there says Taskite. That says help. And that radar... Yep, there it is. I was going to say, that radar means she should be here somewhere. I was waiting for her to do something right there, so I could do a bit of that. Oh, that's a miss. This will be fine. Incidentally, I went to the shop, and you can't buy Type 90 film in this game. So what I have now, that's just what I have, until I find more of it. You're gonna do the thing, aren't you? Yes. Okay. Here's the thing. Is this when you make the camera go dark? Because you haven't done it so far, and I doubt it's because I'm doing well at fighting this ghost. Yes, it is. Okay. Also, as before, that like boss mode is less good because of the big glowy purple aura. So you can just immediately look at where she is. Oh well, it's fine. Let's go and get our sister. Empirical Woodland. That certainly is a statement one could make. What's going on with that? Now, I'm pretty sure we just have to go through the I told you she was over here. And then we just have to go, after this, go find our sister, and we can continue with the game. See what else is new in here. Don't know why I went round the corner, just assuming that the ghost will follow the pathway of the house. Again, that's how Western ghosts do it. I believe Japanese ghosts just sort of do whatever they want. That's a pretty good ghost theme, actually. I haven't really paid attention to that before. I just get hung up on this ambience of the house. Right. Hello. Mayu has a habit of doing this. And I know that, like, previously she had let herself out. But this... I don't know. This is some nonsense. The ceremony will soon be upon us. Mutsuki is too weak to flee this village, and abandoning him here is unthinkable. He said he'd forgive me no matter what happens. I just hope I can prevent Yae and Sae from ever having to go through this. I have promised Mutsuki that as soon as I have completed the ceremony, I will help Yae and Sae escape. Mutsuki will become a butterfly and remain in this village protecting it. I cannot leave. I must stay here with him. That is also something to consider. A lot of this, like, traditional Japanese architecture, you could probably just go through some of these windows. If we are offered as crimson sacrifices, then Yae and Sae ceremony will not have to take place. But if our first ceremony fails, the villagers would surely turn to them next. There's only one thing for it. Yae and Sae must escape this village. We can't go on like this. There must be another way. I won't allow Yae and Sae to think that this is their fate. The deep path connected to Kureha Shrine has been sealed ever since a set of twins tried to escape through it. The High Priest says that these twins died when an underground tunnel collapsed as they were escaping. The mournful priests then sealed off the path using the decayed tree, a tribute to the remainings. The deep path may be sealed, but it still leads out of the village. If it could be opened up, then it could be used as a way to escape this place. The pinwheel crests that are used to unseal the deep path are kept in the houses of the 4 veiled priests. I managed to find my family's pinwheel crest. It was kept in the storehouse. When one has made it through the deep path, there's nothing for it but to flee through the forest. Turning back is not an option. Would they be able to do that? Those 2 kind souls? And that's kind of our setup for the next portion of the game.
Mio. Mio. You? I don't know what's happening to me. But whatever happens, I will always forgive you. Mayu. Don't leave me behind. You're my big sister. I would never do that. I've spent all this time searching for you. Now, let's get out of this village. Right.
That's another very clever way around translation issues. Good job, game. You get a gold star for that. Now then, Chapter 8, there's a couple of things that we can do here, and we're going to do as a means of influencing the ending to the game. I believe we can do it right away.
Ceremony is about to begin. Let's go, Mayu. We need to get away from here.
Game.
He-
There we go.
I've got to see him. I've got to see him.
So, we have the key to the storehouse, but couple of other things that we can be doing, because at this point in the original, we didn't have our sister with us. So what we need to do is go to a couple of specific locations, and I believe we can do this now. And in doing so, we will kind of skew the ending one way or another. And it's pretty cool that that's how they do it, because previously, in the original version of Fatal Frame 2, there were 2 endings. There was the regular ending, which is just complete the game on any difficulty other than Fatal, and the non-canon happy ending, which was complete the game on Fatal difficulty. And this one changes it up a bit. There's a couple things you have to do, a couple of places you have to go with your sister right now, or at least in Chapter 8. And then it depends on a couple of other bits. And we'll get to that when we get to it. Is this the room? This is the room. Aren't you the ending to the first game?
losing you, Mio. In the crowd. You had wandered far away from me. I tried to follow you. I tried to follow you. It was at that point that
I think that's about as best as we're gonna do for having these character models interacting.
Go to festivals again. Hmm? Let's go, Mayu.
Okay, I just heard music. I think it was a car going past outside, but I'm like, game? What are you doing? It was not the game. Right. The next place we need to go is actually incredibly close. It is right here. There's a lot of, like, robotic actions in some of these games, and that's fair enough, I suppose, because these characters are supposed to be acting bizarrely. Are you gonna do the thing? This is the next... There you go. I was gonna say, this is the next point on my checklist. Oh, yeah, what's for dinner? What are we having? I had chicken curry and rice.
Mayu!
I fell. It was just me. Just me. Just me.
That time. I wish we'd both fallen together.
Ooh, barbecue pizza does sound good, though.
Whatever happens, we'll always be together.
Yes. We've always promised.
Alright, and the third place we need to go, and the third and final place we need to go, is, well, fairly close. Although I believe we run the risk of getting attacked on the way down there. We'll see. So, for a bit of explanation for what's going on, I'm pretty sure most people have figured it out, but this is... The story of these twins is kind of analogous to Yae and Sae, who in turn ran away from someplace and one of them fell down and got caught again. And got injured, and then this led to her death. And throughout the game, Sae has been sort of screwing around with our sister over here. And, like, influencing her to do bizarre things. In doing this, we... Hi? In doing this, we are basically reawakening Sae and getting her mad, which will change how the ending goes when we... Sorry. Change how the ending goes when we get there. Where is Ghost? Oh. Ghost is in the sky. Don't use the good film, though, Andy. That would be silly. There we go. I don't like the look of that one. Something about the big wide eyes that they give the ghosts in this game. Not a fan. Well, the empty eyes. Like the just generic villager guys. Was I keeping quiet because they're about to show up? I thought they were about to show up. This is fine. So the third and final place we need to go on our little checklist of special cutscene areas is the Whispering Bridge.
We used to play here a lot, didn't we?
Mayu,
It'll all be gone soon.
we'll be able to get out of this village soon. You'll see.
Yes, we will escape together. We promised.
Yeah.
Let's stay here a while.
Okay.
That one wasn't subtitled. Anyway, having seen these 3 scenes,
Let's go.
All right.
having witnessed these 3 scenes, we are now locked into a very specific set of endings. And we've also unlocked the optional super boss, which I'm not gonna do, because it took me 3 days the last time, and it was enough to make me throw down the game in anger and never come back to it until I started streaming it for you guys. So, Sushi, hello! Good to have you here. How are you doing? But we'll talk about that boss when we get there, because it's towards the end of the game, which is actually coming up soon. Wild! Three days stream, let's go. No sleep. I'm just me versus bloody kimono until one of us wins. I only need to win once. It's fine. Surely staying awake for those 3 days will help me to focus and make things become better. See, the problem is, it wasn't necessarily a skill issue with that. It was a case of bloody kimono is one-hit kill, even if you've got the Mirror Stone. And she can teleport in front of you and has a 0-frame startup attack. You just die. And my winning run, I just got lucky enough that she didn't do that. And, like, I don't feel like I accomplished anything by beating her.
I'd like to meet him once more, before the ceremony. It's our fault after all.
In any case, hi. Sushi is playing the Quarry. I don't know that one, actually. I think that may have been the feat over here. Did I get that one in this game? I don't remember. I want to say that's one that I loaded the game over and over and over again until I got it. But no, otherwise I'm doing alright. Work was pretty good. it's a day off tomorrow somehow. So yeah, I'm chilling. I'm hopefully finishing up Fatal Frame 2 today. I like how those guys were just kind of gaunt and gremlin-y even before they were ghosts.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. Mayu.
If I could help you escape, Yae, maybe then Mutsuki would forgive me.
Me? No. I know people who are planning on making that journey. Should I tell them not to? Game, we can all see the vortex over there. Don't pretend that you can't. There we go. Although, Sushi, I see your point there. I am also looking forward to finally localizing Fatal Frame 4. Like, yes, I'm going to get a copy of that. Also, this is something pretty useful. You've seen that we've got a mini-map in the top corner. Having found Itsuki's map, we know where all the pinwheels are, and it's actually marked them on the mini-map. So even if we just go to the general area, we'll be able to find it. Now, is that guy up here? See, Fatal Frame 4 is one of those odd ones where there has been an English language patch available basically forever, and the fans have said, Nintendo, you can have it. We will not charge you and not sue you. Just please localize this game. And Nintendo have gone, nah, mate. We're too busy not porting Mother 3 to anything. Right, what else have I got written down here? Hang on, just let me go back to my notes right quick, because I wrote down where everything is. Don't mind me. Oh. Hello. Huh. Go to the Tsuchihara grave. I think I just might. I know that... So basically this game is built on top of Fatal Frame 4. This is the same engine. Which is why it's over the shoulder-ish.
I can hear someone singing. It's such a sad song.
As opposed to the original, which was all fixed perspective. And there are characters from, or ghosts from Fatal Frame 4 in this one. Hello. And that's pretty cool. But yeah, other than that, they just never ported Fatal Frame 4 to anything. And I was so happy when they recently announced it. I did look for copies when I was in Japan, but even then it was wildly expensive. And this was 6 or 7 years ago? So I can't imagine that's got any better in the time between then. Alright, are you gonna drop 14 more ghosts on me, like the last time I came here? You gonna let me continue with the plot? Maybe. Right. People who watched the original version of this game, you may recall that at this point, you can go over here and find some hidden ghosts. But at this point, the game has locked us off, and we can't go up there. What are you hiding from me, game? What programming oversight is it that you decided I shouldn't be able to go up there? I think it is because I am with Mayu, and you're supposed to go up there on your own. But I don't know. Oh, are we doing that thing now? I thought that was the optional thing. Or is it just over here in the box like before? Let's find out. What are you? I feel like that's a trap. Yes, it was a trap! I said it, and I said it before it happened, so that means I'm right, and I'm cool. You saw it. You all saw it. Because in the original, the pinwheel crest was just in this box. And my notes say that it is still in this box. And I think we're going to reach in and take it out. Oh, not. Hi. My mum thought that this scene, with the ghost crawling out the TV from the ring, she thought that was part of The Exorcist. Not a fan of the horror movies, my mum. So she just assumed that that's what that was. I'm like, well, I get that you're not a fan of the movies, but surely everyone's culturally aware of the ghost comes out of the TV. That's the ring. Perka Woodland says he recalls nothing. Well, you're not paying enough attention. I think you'll find. She's behind me. And now she's just mad. Oh, so I wonder if they have switched around the rewards in the game. And now we have to go find those kids, and then after that, they will give us the pinwheel. because it still appears to be marked on the map. Alright, let's go play hide and seek again. I do not remember where these kids are. I may be mixing up elements of this with the third game. There are instances where that happens. There are points when the first, second, and third games all sort of mash together. Oh, that's right. The guy was down here, wasn't he? Get those as well. Add that to the little collection. What are you loading? You didn't hear the read head go crazy, but I did. Zarkrai, welcome back. Hello. Was it the barbecue pizza as promised? Because chicken pizza is still a good choice. Oh, so you can have barbecue chicken pizza. That's a thing we do in England. Which is essentially just chicken pizza, but they just slather a bunch of barbecue sauce on top. No, don't! Ah! Yeah, sure, just let me save after missing that really obvious ghost, because I pushed the wrong button. You're right, though, I should save, because, next up is a three-way dance, and I don't like that, because I can barely fight one ghost at a time in this game with the motion controls. 3 at once is bad. Although if there are 3 enemies, that would make it a fatal 4-way. A fatal frame 4-way. Oh. Good joke. Now, the last one, I sort of remember where it is. If it is game? There you go. Sorry, yes, I sort of remember where the last ghost is, because she's up here in the room where you find the very first ghost at the start of the game. And actually, this was kind of referenced in Chapter 1, because I don't think I got a picture of it, but I showed him off. There is a point when one of these ghosts, the little boy, is hanging from the rafters, just kind of staring at you. Is like, oh, hey. Is someone new to play with? We'll be seeing you in Chapter 8. Yeah, she's behind this kimono stand. Is that her? Can I see her? I mean, I can, but the camera says I can't. So, we try again. Hang on. motion controls. It's a constant uphill struggle.
Who's it this time?
That reminds me of Silent Hill 2, the novel. Hydrate. Good plan. Hold up. It's a two-handed controller, so I gotta like free up a hand to do this. There's a bit in the Silent Hill 2 book where I think it's the bit in the hospital where James finds Laura, and in the original she says, "Oh, the demon caught me," in reference to literally nothing. And the only reasonable translation is, "I guess I'm it now." Alright, you damn kid, it's time to get off my lawn. Although I'm pretty sure I'm in your house. But this is fine. That's something else I'm surprised doesn't show up more in my quotes. This is fine. Oi. Nice. Oh, that's right, my sister's here, so they're actually going to be focusing on attacking her sometimes. That's pretty cool. Ah, I forgot you have to shake these guys off when they catch you. I thought it was like mash button. You can tell I've not played for a hot minute. By which I mean a week. Is that one down? I think that's one down. That's a really creepy behavior. Why are you doing that? That was also pretty creepy. Just spawn on top of me and instantly snap around. Hate it. Don't like it. I'll tell you something that's a little frustrating as well. The ghosts are calling over here. It doesn't actually appear to be, like, in terms of the stereo mixing, it doesn't seem to be, like, relative to their position. They're just calling it. Come on. Come on. Do the ghost thing. That was a bad idea, because now they're both mad at me. Okay, one left. Going back to my previous statement, this is actually fine. you know what? I'm going to use my last sheet of Type 61 film on this ghost. I feel justified in doing so. And using the zero function. Overkill, but worth it. Overkill is best kill. Right. So that's pretty interesting. They just kind of reversed the roles between the two sets of hostile ghosts in this game, between the two versions of this game. That's clever. I like when they're able to remix stuff like that. Next up is the Kiryu house. And I think it's the hidden library. I say. Oh, Wales, you didn't join in with this conversation. I appreciate it's horror. You're not into horror. But if you're lurking, what are we having for food? I hope it is something wonderful. Also, did I mention Oh Wales has put up the Christmas decorations? And as always, it looks absolutely spectacular. It looks like it's out of a magazine. And this is why when I did her house in the Animal Crossings, I made it Christmas themed. Is that part of the map? Yes, it is. I can just about see the bottom part of the X on the minimap, so like, is this where I'm going? Yes, it is. And unless they have changed it, it's in the hidden library up here. I'm a little upset. I do not possess a revolving doorway to a hidden compartment, but also I don't know where I would put one. My flat is literally 3 rooms. If I have a revolving doorway like this, it would put me into flat 2. Or like the neighboring building. And none of these places are places I want to go outside the context of a horror game. And even then, that's gonna remind me of Silent Hill 4. And I don't much like that game. Oh, there you go. Nice and easy. We go in, collect the crest, and leave. Of course not. That'd be far too easy. Also, that's a pretty good shout, actually, because if the character models look kind of wonky in this game, that works to their favor, because this is a creepy haunted doll. So they're allowed to look a little bit stilted and weird. Did we get it? We got it. Amazing! I'm always happy when the game doesn't do the desperation mode. Oh, actually, yeah, that was the ghost I was talking about. That's the one that's a lot easier on desperation mode because it highlights the one you can attack versus the one that you cannot. Okay. Now, the last one is meant to be up in the graveyard. And I suspect this is in some way related. What are you caught on? There we go. I suspect this is in some way related to the game not letting me go up through the little Torii Gate area. Because reasonably you could just go up and around to the graveyard from there. It might be a pathfinding issue, actually, because it's a very twisty little area. And I imagine the game would have trouble getting the AI around it if it can't just go through the walls like the ghosts. I don't know. But I do know that you're supposed to be able to get there through the big spooky tree over here. So let's go to the big spooky tree over there. And we take our time because I don't think the game penalizes you for like running away from your sister. I just feel bad for doing so. Especially since she does that thing where she can kind of keep up with you if you walk, but if you run, you can't. It's you are the NPC who is going too slow for walking speed, too fast for running speed. I got that the wrong way around.
Slow down. My leg.
See? That's the very thing I was saying. Oh, this entrance is blocked off by something. Okay. Hi. Well then, let's go take a look at the shrine, how about? I wonder if I can find that thing now. I think it's later, actually. There is something pretty cool in the shrine, and not just the ending where you run away and just leave on your own. And you live happily ever after.
My leg. It's really hurting.
I mean, I appreciate it might be hurting, but, like, we gotta go. Didn't we already do that side quest? Like, we already got the bloodstained ring from it? Come to think of it, I wonder what that does in this game. It might just be something to do to get that boss fight in the... Oh, actually, yeah, no, you get a camera part from it. I remember. Gets you a step towards a different ending in the original. Okay, I thought the game was about to lead us on a little paper trail. Like, oh no, now you gotta go through the the fence at the back. Okay, now we can go back to the tree and get the last pinwheel. I also like that it asks if you want to take the door every time you need to transition to a different map. It's a pretty neat holdover from the console times. Seriously, this read head is bugging me. There have been instances in the past where that's a good thing. So, okay. My sister and I used to play Harvest Moon Back to Nature on the PS1. Hello. And muted because we played it a lot and the soundtrack gets annoying after a while. And we worked out that, like, if you call your horse and the reed head moves, then it's on the same map as you. And that was something we worked out playing that game with no volume. This guy has an ultra high frequency going on, and we mentioned those with some of the ghosts in the last game. I'm not a fan. It's not currently as bad as the last one, but we do still have the fight against the Master of the Kurosawa House to go. So, hey, we will get to that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm just going to get away from that high-pitched whining sound. Thank you. You know, ringing ears for a while. And as before, I know why they do it. I get why they do it. It's a good way to put you on edge. Also, it's quite annoying.
Mayu. I need to rest. Mayu, are you okay? I'm sorry.
There should be a note, right? Yeah, that's a note. The village's ceremony is closely linked to the idea of twins, and yet it would appear that the recent edict to consider the firstborn twin the elder has not reached these parts. Indeed, the very idea was met with snorts of derision when I spoke to the local priests about it. They maintained that their custom had always been the same and would never change. The one who is born last is the elder. I thought that was the way out to the graveyard. Is it this way? Oh, well, how can I do that? Surely I don't have all the parts. Unless... Nope, you are not currently an entrant in the ghost list. There we go. What a bizarre little flag to have to raise. I mean, again, that could just be me reading ahead in the script and kind of knowing how it's supposed to go. Where's the button? There's the button. How are we doing, all? I am doing okay, all. How are you? I'm playing some Fatal Frame 2. We've got the fellas here. It's going pretty good. I like how that just came out of nowhere. That was done super well, game. Very well done. Also restating my point from the previous playthrough, for people who are new to this didn't see it. This ghost is potentially the only member of the Tsuchihara family to show up in the game. No other ghosts show up in the game by that name. And there's no confirmation that that's what she is. She just happens to be hanging out at their grave. Kreddle has redeemed a compliment. You do not mind when I am dumb and I ship you the wrong Christmas present and then I have to send you another one. How's that? Because I did. I thought, oh yeah, I'm dead smart, me. Ahead of the game. I've got Kreddle's Christmas present all in a box and I mailed it. And then I get home and the main bit of the present was on the desk. Well, no, here's the thing. I had two things to send to Kreddle. And I sent the smaller bit. And I shipped something for tiniest child. And now you're mad at me. Alright, cool. Are you gonna do the thing again? Yes! Hi! That is a really good bit of AI, and you can only reasonably do that with the motion controls. And it gets me every time, apparently. That wasn't a yelp. That was a flinch. That was an audible flinch. Don't worry about it. So yeah, no, I said Kreddle half of her stuff, and then I get home, and the rest of it's on my desk, and I'm like, oh. Well, now I have to go and do the other part of it. And Kreddle's just like, I'll give you a Yelp. It'll be 2 stars. Always picking on me and making up stories. 2 out of 5 would keep as mod. How's that? Neither scientifically verifiable nor an area of forest. 0 out of 10. That's your Yelp review. Okay, how do we do this one? We do 1, 2 of those, and then 3 of those. Kreddle, I don't know if you've had Christmas before, but like, generally speaking, it is traditional that gifts are given at Christmas. Oh, hi! Just bring that right up to the mic. That's what my controller made of that cutscene right there. Okay, now we can go. We can leave, and everything will be fine. Don't even worry about it.
Whatever you do, I will forgive you.
Try to stand. Stop.
time for us to go home.
I'm going to save my game. Thank you very much. Because I believe... Yeah, Chapter 9 is the final chapter. Look at that. We are making good time.
It's not actually the final chapter. There is another one.
But we're not going to see that. Because...
To get out of
I hope we're not going to see that. Because... No. I don't wanna. So that's how it goes.
Go to the shrine up here. We'll be able to get out of the village.
This chapter is labeled as the final chapter, but if you fulfill certain conditions, and we're halfway there, there is Chapter 0, which is essentially just the fight with Bloody Kimono. And that's the same deal with the original games as well. If you play on Nightmare or Fatal difficulty, I don't think it happens on hard. But if you play on the harder difficulty settings, you have to do that fight as well. So there you go. Chapter 0 is the last one. Which I suppose would only make sense if this game was a prequel. Which it technically is. Now, we're going to head back into the shrine for a reason. Not just because I want to unload this fight. Although I believe that will happen as well. I believe there is a new ghost here. This is Kureha. She is new for this version of this game. She was originally going to be in this game. Like the original versions of this game. She was going to fulfill the role of Itsuki, the boy in the storehouse. And along the way it was decided that that character would become male and they would change the story around a little bit. But they also figured, hey, this is a super cool character design, so let's just use her again in the remake. And there is a character in 5 who uses elements of that design as well. Shiragiku, I believe is her name. We'll see her when we play it. But she just looks like a miniature version of Kureha over there. It's pretty clever. Also, fun thing to think about, is she named after the shrine? Or is the shrine named after her? Yes. So this part of the game is, I believe, fairly similar to the original. It is essentially get to Kurosawa House, search around for some optional ghosts if you want to go and find them, but mostly just go to the ending. And I like that. I like that there's just stuff to do before you go to the ending. Also, one of the bigger changes is the reviewer ghosts from the Xbox version, which I believe were dev ghosts from the PS2 version. They're just not present in this game. They are just... They're just gone. No space for them in the ghost list. I mean, Empirical Woodland, I also didn't marry you, so I'm terribly sorry.
My fate, so be it.
Priest number 1 got right in the way of the camera there. Am I going to get attacked by the drowned woman here? Probably yes. She does like to show up right here, right now. But has elected not to. I'm really happy with this news. Let's just keep going. I mean, I don't really want to go in, but I can't. You are wasting no time in spawning right now, are you? Oh, that's rotten. So those guys only react to sound, not sight. So forcing me to walk down the stairs after they have spawned in, that is super cheap. You want to talk about the 2-star Yelp reviews? How about that? Spawned in wrong place, forced to walk, hiding out of bounds. Don't recommend it. I don't recommend that health drop-off. Look at that. No, 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 no. Okay, okay. We're safe. I was so worried. Get ready to Will. I was so worried that they were just gonna kill me. Right, just outright. And I'd have to go find a mirror stone from somewhere. Because I don't think there's any left in the game. That's not true. There is one in the garden next to the dragon statue. But also, I don't want to go and get that. I have to go through that creepy death room. This whole mansion is a creepy death room. Not keen. Not entirely sure what the logistics were of that attack, but I'll take it. That's fine. I did it. Everything's fine. So, I'm going to save. So we don't have to worry about that again. I say that, there are so many more of those guys we have to fight before we get to the ending. Right, I am looking at my notes, I've missed a couple of hidden ghosts. Let's go do that real quick, because I like to be a completionist. And I also like looking at, like, the TV screen and chat, and not necessarily my notes. Well, we can't do that. Let's just go. The two ghosts that we missed are Itsuki and Chitose are hiding in the tree if you go back there. And you can also see the master of the Kiryu house if you peer through the front window. I like how I spot this in my notes now. Now we know. Now, there are a couple of extra, like, ghosts that have been shuffled around in this version of the game. I believe there is one in here.
I've made it. I'm looking at the abyss. I'm becoming a Kusai.
Can we pick that up? There we go. I took my finger off the button for that one. Chat will not believe me because I keep getting caught out with the grabby hands. But there it is. Things are getting more frantic outside my cell. The shadow ritual must be starting soon. I wonder if Munakata made it out to the village. If this gateway to hell, this abyss, really exists, I feel that tomorrow I shall be seeing it for myself. Even if I am to be sacrificed, even if I am to be cast into the abyss, at least I will have seen the forbidden place, the place where others dare not look.
We're getting out, but I'm scared. Yeah, I'm really scared. There's nothing to worry about. We'll get through this, Sai.
Amazing. I don't believe I've gotten those guys before. I was coming over here to look for, like, film or camera parts. Of which there appears to be none. But that's okay. At least we got them. Okay, cool. I was about to say, where has the soundtrack gone? I hope everything is okay, because I didn't hear any music, but now I do, and as soon as I go to say that, just... there it is. Now, I'm just going to ignore those for now. Because... I think there are only 2 more rooms with, like, New Game Plus ghosts in them, or version-exclusive ghosts in them. And that is this one. And the doll room, which is fairly close to it. There's something over here. Well, maybe I've just been reading my notes wrong this whole time, or I'm thinking about the last game. One more room to explore. And then we are on to the ending. sequence. It actually goes on for quite a bit. Oh, nice, we got both of those again. Oh, hey, there you go. Bonus ghosts. Is this guy still over here? No. What? But there's some hidden ghosts that are coming to attack me, and I'm not doing that. Bye. You can come get me in the end game sequence. It's like right over here. Don't even worry about it. Okay, actually, I could have gotten that mirror stone without going through the kill room. How about that? You just come this way. Because if you take the other door at the end of the hallway, it's down those stairs. The game's like, oi, will you stop messing around and come over here? Follow these butterflies. It's what we've been doing the whole game. Fine. I'll do it your way, game. Oh, I don't like that. I've only got 30 shots of that left. Everything will be fine. I don't recognize what is being whispered here. Like, I can't place out the specific words. I can't pick out a language. I don't know what is being said.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
That one I got. Otherwise, nothing.
Let's go together.
Something lit up. What lit up? I don't know. Let's just go to the spooky door. Let's go to the other spooky door. Unless the game's gonna make me fight first, and I think that's what it might be gearing me up for. Nope. I don't think I have a choice with some of those. And that's one reason why I think those would become actual encounters on the harder difficulties. As long as I stay in this village, I know you will come back one day. Can I become a butterfly on my own? Do that, and I can stay here forever. I could become a butterfly and wait here for you forever, Yae. Just like we promised when we were young. At the stream. I know you will come back and find me, Yae. I know you will. Gotta say, I'm feeling lucky because I am dead certain there was another priest fight in that room up there. That's one of the ones where all the lanterns go out and suddenly you have to do this again. And like, okay. This is also okay.
Yay. You finally came.
Yep. Just allow me to do that, game. I do not mind that I used a piece of Type 90 film on that. It might be a new ghost, even. I should probably check the list.
I've been waiting. I've been waiting for so long.
Let's check. That is the wrong button. Hey, there you go. Got 3 new ghosts at some point in this, or 3% new ghosts at some point in this playthrough. That's pretty great. Quite proud of that. You need to get 80. I believe 80% unlocks new items in the shop. Ooh, alright. I will take a lot of points for the camera. Actually, yeah, because I remember getting 80, because that was a point where I very specifically ended up save scumming. A lot of the ghosts that you've seen that are just... You should have known to look up at this arbitrary point on the map, and you didn't. But there's a save point right there, so I could just go do that. Hold on a minute, I'm just gonna do a bit of that. Turn my headphones down. Because I remember this fight well. You may wish to do the same, headphone users. There's a lot of high frequency sounds in this fight. I feel like Ryokan chose to look like that. Right? He was all normal until he decided to go Skeletor mode. He chose this. And that is needlessly evil. This is barely counting as damage. I know, that's on me. I should be waiting for, like, the special shots. But also, I am somewhat impatient. And I feel like that didn't do a great deal more damage anyway. But whatever, that's fine. Okay, so that's actually a pretty clever mechanic that I only just thought to try out. The Z button on the nunchuck, remember that? That works as a quick turn, but it also instantly locks on as soon as you spot a ghost like that. So, hey, that's kind of cool. So it's a means of very quickly searching, but not necessarily going overboard when you finally do find what you're looking for. Are you gonna do anything? Nope, he's just gonna do the creepy spirit thing. I feel like that attack worked a lot better when this whole thing was fixed perspective. Do I mean fixed perspective? Fixed camera angles. Fixed perspective is like trick photography. Appropriate for this series, but not quite what I was thinking of. Thought I could just strafe out of the way of that. Didn't quite work, did it? I feel like if we hadn't completely run out of space in the title, occasional haver of good ideas would be a particular contender. Don't add that. That would be far too long. Like, actually don't. Where is this guy? That'll do. That was a nice bit of damage. Don't add anything. My title is fine as is currently. I feel like this is just gonna make it worse, because now he's gonna do the like Dark Awakening thing. What did the game call it? Dark Return? Desperation mode is what I call it. And then did we make a channel command an actual Twitch command? Yeah, now he's gonna do the thing. Okay, so this is how the original fight went in the first game, where Kurosawa would just summon these guys left and right and hide behind them. And I don't believe we have to kill these guys, but I'm gonna grind out some spirit points off them. And also... Cool, thanks. I'm gonna grind out some spirit points off of them. And maybe charge up my super meter, because that'd be cool. That was pretty cool. Something that's weird about doing this with, like, basically muted headphones. First of all, can't really hear the fight. Can't really hear any sound cues, if any. Also, I can hear how chatty the Wii Remote is. The little tinny speaker is just... Anytime you get a good hit in, it's playing the camera sound, and the ghosts are going like... Which... You know, the best smack talk you've ever did here. Altered Beast wise from your Gwabe levels of speech. Big fan. Nearly there. Yes, I appreciate there is the degree of irony in getting close to damaging the boss that has taken you a while and dropping to a slightly less effective ammo type, but I'm not here to make sense of things. I'm just here to play Vidya on the internet. Alright. This is one of the problems with doing the whole bit where you highlight the door you're supposed to use when you get the key, because it's right there. And we could have... Come on. There we go. We could have probably intuited that it was right there. But the game had to tell us. Right, that's the one with that on it. Do you know what? I appreciate the game saying that. Because the previous game, Mio just sort of had a bad feeling about this door. And you could reasonably intuit that there was no going back. That was the point of no return. But no, in this one, we're just told outright. So that's pretty cool. Right. Let's go. And hopefully do what we need to do to save our sister. Because I believe that is the ending that I'm aiming for. I am very surprised that didn't turn out to be a trap. I thought that was going to be the grabby hands again. So that's fine. That's actually a pretty cool behavior, just run at the player. Because in this one, the camera charges faster the closer the enemy is. So that's pretty smart. I'm out of film. This is also not a good time, because I'm going to be running low on healing items thanks to these guys. And they are just going to keep doing, this! And And I'm not keen on that, but that was pretty good. Is that one down? That is none down. So that's fine. Alright, are you gonna do that? Yes, you are. Okay. I really wish the game did not include this in this game. I'm sure it works well within the mechanics of Fatal Frame 4. I believe I mentioned it. It's called blooming in that game. It also works in the context of Resident Evil 4, when like you shoot the guys and they're just the heads just goes bleh, and now they're a massive bug monster. I don't think it works well in the Fatal Frames. No, sir, I don't. I hope we're okay. I think we got 2, maybe 3 more encounters with those guys before the end of the game. And should be okay to do that. Because then it's just those guys, and then the final boss. Don't know how that worked out. I'm not gonna complain. Just instant, immediate Fatal Frame combo. Yes, thank you. I suppose it makes sense that you'd be fighting mourners on the way down to the Abyss. This is essentially where they worked and lived and died. That was a misfire. Still, though, nice little 4-hit combo there. I'll take it. I had considered checking if I could go back and save when I get to the end. And you'll see why when we get to the final boss. But I don't believe the game will let me. And possibly for the best. I feel it would just be wasting time. We'll see. I don't know. I got 30 shots of Type 14 left. How well you think I'm gonna do? I don't know. Not like I'm vaguely aware of how this game works and what you're supposed to do with it. Now they're just mad at me. I don't like this. Nope. That is also something I dislike. The fact that the quick turn is also the escape from the ghosts button. Alright, screw it. We're going through. Nice! Everything worked out well in the end. I'll say this for the game, it's pretty good at putting me on edge, because I really don't want to lose the progress I have made. Get ready for hands. There it is! Inescapable damage. Super cool game, thanks. I love it. Although I will say, I do appreciate the extra Type 90 film. That's pretty great. Maybe I'm misremembering when I said, oh yeah, there's only 2 more mourners between now and the end. I wouldn't be surprised if there's 2 more between now and the end. Things are picking up. Okay.
Finally, we can be one. I knew you'd come. I was waiting so long. Let's perform the ceremony. The ceremony that will unite us. Let's become one.
So this is, once again, a pretty great visual. I am a big fan. I'll bet the bitrate isn't. Thank you very much for crunching that down, game. Now, you'll bear with me a second. There is something very specific I need to do.
If you come, Mio, you'll be...
Okay. And I'll explain what we're doing when everything gets going. Because there is method in the madness behind what I'm doing. I hope. I don't believe I'm supposed to be able to go this way yet. Oh no, do I have to go fight bloody Kimono now? Actual sense of dread.
Always. I will be waiting always.
Okay, here we go. Alright, I thought it was gonna load me into that other room, and I'd have to go do a fight there, but instead, we have to do a fight here. This is fine. I'm just gonna go over here, and do you know what I'm actually gonna do? Is I'm going to pause, and I'm going to go over here, and I'll be back in a second. I really hope everybody likes the jarring tonal dissonance between Panic and Fatal Frame 2. That wasn't part of a bit, by the way. I actually did have to step out of the room a second. But I'm back now. Hi. Unfortunately, this is probably one of the parts of the game that I was dreading the most, because I now have to stall for time for a bit. So, yeah, no, everything is okay. Don't even worry about it. You'll see why in a second. So we have to stall for time, and I'm pretty sure that Kusabi is an instant kill. He might be a 2-hit kill, because I have the Mirror Stone. And I don't want to find out, because the other option is to have to go down that path again and fight all the mourners again, and I don't want to do that. Where are you? There you are. So this is basically the same fight as the last time we were here. He is incredibly strong, generally resistant to any and all damage, and essentially constantly regens health. So I really hope you brought some good film and you powered up a bunch of your lenses. Look at that. Look at his health come back. How dare you? It is possible to take him down in 1 or 2 hits if you have a strong enough lens. Not as easy as in Fatal Frame 3, when it's possible to defeat the boss in a single shot. And you feel super cool if you do that. There's like a very narrow frame window for being able to get a Fatal Frame and crush. And if you do it with Type 0 film, they just die. It's great. Do you know what? That's fine. I do not even mind that I missed that fatal frame trance. I could probably start doing this properly now. But I don't want to risk it. Gotta say, this is one of, like... As somebody who has been making content for the internet for years and years at this point, this is the kind of thing I have nightmares about, actually have nightmares about. Like, I don't want to have dead air, or at least substantial dead air, but also, hey, hi, I can't just rush it at this point. I have to take my time. Fatal Frame, pretty good for instilling nightmares. I've mentioned I've had nightmares about the floating head from the first game. That was a fairly frequent one for a while. Come on. Okay. I think I'm okay. Think. Ugh. Just walk right in front of the camera, that's fine. Warp them polygons, lad. Right. Also, you see how he's basically got all his health back? What a cheap move. Yep, that's also a cheap move. Right, imagine that, but instead of having a chance to react to it, you just die. That is the fight against Saya Kurosawa in this game. And then she gets a desperation mode as well. Okay. I think I've done it. And we should be on track for the ending that I came in here trying to get. We'll find out. You can get away. You can get all the way away. I do not want to talk to you right now. Also, yeah, Empirical Woodland. Buddha Patience. You got it. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. We should have done it. Now. Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh no. Dear Sae. So you came. I knew you would. Now, come find me quickly. I'm down below here. I know it's probably too late, but I'll wait for you until the end. Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Okay. I was a little bit worried that I hadn't done what I needed to do. So... by getting all of the scenes with our sister, we made Sae mad. But because we took more than 5 minutes to beat Kusabi, we're too late. So we're locked into an ending, and we don't have to do
This time you couldn't escape.
the bloody kimono fight.
It is already too late. The abyss has awoken. The time of the repentance is here. If you had only fled from here, you at least would have been saved.
Man, I did leave, if you'll recall. We got a game over for it.
How could I stand being alone with all that pain and sadness? I'm here with you, Mayu. Even if it's just for this short time. This is the end. And I want us to be together.
So you can tell it's the end because the budget came back. This is all pre-rendered.
This time, we fall together. Wait for me! It's nearly time, Mayu.
Just hanging out all these Danganronpa NPCs. Look at that.
It's beautiful. That's what I thought too. If only this day can last forever.
Not entirely sure what's going on with this shot, but there it is. Thanks for rendering that game. So that's the ending that we got. It is one of the bad endings. It is, I believe, the second worst. Because the actual worst ending was conceived by the writer, in his own words, to be the worst conceivable outcome of them all. And this is the one where, if you recall in the doll room, we saw a silhouette of a girl holding what we perceived to be a doll's head. It's not a doll's head. It is Mio holding her sister's head and gently painting makeup onto it, and that's the worst ending. And I don't remember how we get that one, because I didn't look it up, because I specifically wanted this ending, because this will get us additional content, which hopefully, I don't say hopefully, I am going to be able to show it off after this. So there's that. Also, due diligence. I mentioned that the ending theme to the previous game was called Kurenai. It is not. This one is called Kurenai. The one in Fatal Frame 2 Standard Edition is called Cho. This is still not the version of Kurenai that you want. Again, I relate you to X-Japan and their spectacular orchestral heavy metal piece of that name. But there you go. And thinking about it, it would make sense that that is what the name is. Because in Japanese, this version of the game is called Deep Crimson Butterfly, whereas the original was just Crimson Butterfly. Kurenai means deep crimson, among other things. You know, blood red, dark red, that kind of thing. So, hey, that's why it's called that. I hope this one doesn't also get me flagged on the YouTubes for the copyright, which is one of the reasons why I'm going so hard talking over the top of it. I hope nobody minds. I'm actually just... all of the words that I kept, like, dammed up inside during that final fight, they're just... out they come right now. Yeah, see, theme song. Crimson. That's not quite what the translation is, but there you go. Do I recognize any of those names? No, I don't, but Nigel Carrington is exactly the name of the kind of person who would lend their voice to this game. That's like a Nigel Thornberry sort of voice. Nigel Carrington. So yeah, that was Fatal Frame 2 Special Edition. I hope everybody liked it. It was the... why was Noah involved in this? This game didn't get released in America. Did it? I don't think it did. I'm relatively confident it was just UK and Japan. Oh well. Also, if we're talking about localizations of this game comes in a white box, because it's a Wii version, but the Wii had black box games in it. And, oh, there's Iwata again. I make myself sad every single time. Bye, Iwata. You were pretty great. You should have been a character in Smash. Bringing the beat down direct to you. And then he does the thing that he did, and that's like the two barriers for just smashing people. That's what I would have done. Noah like Nintendo of America, as opposed to Noah, Nintendo of Europe. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a big dumb nerd. How did I do? Rank D. Because I took my time and I got lost. That's fine. Because we got some new stuff in the shop. Let's show off the stuff that we got. Why not? And then we'll end with something a little goofy, and then we'll go find somebody to raid into. So, purchase outfits. We got... no, we didn't get Mario. We got Yukata. The little kimonos that we saw in the ending there. And we also got red versions. And we got masks. Like, how do you turn? There you go. Masks that you wear on the head, like in the Japanese animes. And don't know how I missed that one, but there that is. There you go. I do not remember how you get Mario and Luigi. I don't want to get that. Do we have any extra character parts? No, we don't. Well, there we go. Now, you may have spotted this option right here. Oh, Peach and Daisy would have been such a better idea! Empirical Woodland, why must you put these amazing ideas in my head? I'll tell you why it's Mario and Luigi. It's because it was Mario and Luigi in Fatal Frame 4. And they gave the hats jiggle physics. Am I lying? No. I'm not. Anyway, let's do a haunted house. So, this is Kureha. We saw her in the shrine towards the end of the game there. Most terrifying moment in a haunted house. Shit, I don't even know what that is. Well, we'll look at that in a bit. Let's go to a haunted house.
Terrible, terrifying things in the haunted house.
Dolls, head into the haunted house with the camera obscure at the ready. Aim to capture your ghostly targets on film. Oh, let's play Poltergeist Snap.
Has been
I did that joke for the first game. I'm doing it again for this game.
Come this way.
Okay, hold down the A button to walk through the house. Controls to the left and right to look around. Shake the Wii remote to look behind you. Shake it again to look forward once more. Okay. We're looking for girl in the red dress. It's not a dress, it's a kimono. Still counts. Right. It's So one of the things that the camera does here, or the game does here, is it records your camera waiver, or your controller waiver, along with a couple of other things. And as you can see in the corner there, we're getting shivers because fantastic. Oh wait, no, that's not how that clip went. I'm thinking of that's Arrival in Hell is what that is. Anyways, because the controller's wavering around a lot, we're getting lots and lots of shivers. So the game's going to tell me off when I get to the end. It's going to go, wow, CPC Gamer, you sure are a massive coward. Fantastic. That's the one I was thinking. That was Dead Rising. So this is where crowd control comes in, of all things. Because if you have a second controller, then that second controller can... Oh, she was talking. That was super creepy. If you have a second controller, you can screw around with the game a little bit. Like if you push a button, then a jump scare comes out. Or you can just make the controller vibrate. Or... Oh, there's a ghost down there. That's why my shivers have gone up. We're getting spooked. I'm going upstairs. It's like a CDI game. Oh, it's you! That was Broken Neck from the first game. A Ghost so good, they brought her back. Why? Why are the shivers? Why shivers, game? Is there a ghost nearby? I don't know. Yes, hello 911, please come in. So this is the... That music is from Fatal Frame 1 as well. Alright, that was pretty good. You got me good with that one, game. The head on the barrier? Yes. So this is the problem with this game, is, or at least this game mode, is you're invincible. Like, you've seen the ghosts lurch out of the darkness to get you. You just keep walking through them. I'm gonna go this way. I feel I will regret this. Oh, also, if we're talking about Nintendo costumes that show up in the Fatal Frame series, the original version of Fatal Frame 5 had the Zero suit and the Twilight Princess Zelda dress. But then they took that out of the UK release because of licensing hell. Ah, that was a... I was gonna say that's a bad miss, but I'll take it. If you say so, game. This is fine. Oh, that one, she's got a friend with her as well. Oh, and then this is from the third game. Because there is a very specifically a mechanic in the third game where a character is petite enough that she can crawl under and between the floorboards, and that's nice. And like that right there, that's a part of that. That's in reference to that. Hey, there you go. We did the haunted house. I hope everybody's happy. I know I am. Let's take a look at how I did, so I can feel all manly. I am pleased with your performance. You have met my requests. Although I am not entirely satisfied with the quality of the pictures you have taken.
Show me your heart.
I'm sorry, Kureha. I got it wrong. I did alright.
Some more of your fear.
You have a strong connection to the realm of the uncanny, meaning you harbor a curiosity about all manner of things. You are accepting of what you see, and for that reason a host of spirits are always close to you. Have you noticed them? I feel like that
You're starting to enjoy it, are you not?
anyone present feel like some of that does not apply to them. Just
Nothing makes me
being generally curious. Also, hey, I played this game in May. How about that? Anyway, that's it. That is Fatal Frame 2. That is essentially all the content in this game. Isn't that nice? Oh, also, check that out. That's the ending we got. So when we loaded in at the start of the first stream, you saw a bloody kimono there, because that's the ending I got then. This is the one we got now. Eh? How about that? The game knows what it's doing. Now, I'm going to go to this screen. And then I'm going to go over here. And I'm going to see who am I going to raid into. I think it's going to be this person over here. Because they are doing Fatal Frame 4. They appear to be entirely brand new at this. We have 0 followers. So let's go say hello to Kagome Gone Bad. And hopefully this will go well. Watch yourself for spoilers for Fatal Frame 5, although they are right at the beginning of the game. It looks like. I don't know. Please come back on Wednesday for Final Fantasy Tactics Advance. That's the game I've been playing fairly substantially recently. And until next time, goodbye!